Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. We got some more pre-1961 Apba bats. We got the Cincinnati Reds traveling to Milwaukee to take on the Braves here on April 26th. Excuse me. Leading off for the Cincinnati Reds playing center field, Ed Rush. Batting, second playing third base, Eddie Casco. Batting third playing first base, Ted Kalowski. Batting fourth playing right field, Wally Post. Batting fifth playing left field, Frank Robinson. Batting sixth doing the catching, Ed Bailey. Batting seventh playing second base, Lonnie Fry. Batting eighth playing shortstop, Roy McMillan. And batting ninth and on the mound for the Reds is Joe Blackwood. And now we take a look at the hometown Milwaukee Braves leading off. Playing center field, Hugh Duffy. Batting second, playing second, Bill Sweeney. Batting third, playing right field, Hank Aaron. Batting fourth, playing third base, Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, playing first base, Joe Adcock. Batting sixth, playing left field, Tommy Holmes. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Dave Bancroft. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Del Corrado. And on the mound, doing the pitching and batting ninth is Johnny SAIN for the Braves. Let's get down here to the stadium, folks, and get this game started. And you can see Milwaukee's upcoming schedule. They got one more game against these Reds. Then they go on the road to play the Dodgers. And leading off for the Cincinnati Reds is Ed Rush, batting .370 on the season, folks, with 1 homer and 7 RBIs. This is Johnny SAIN's second appearance. He got roughed up his first appearance. He's 0-1 with a 21 ERA. See what SAIN can do here against the Reds. And here's the pitch to Ed. And that's going to be against the righty, 17. And that's going to be a base hit. Infield hit by Rush. And he gets aboard here with the leadoff single. And Eddie Casco comes up to the plate now with a runner down at first and nobody out. Casco's batting a .154, 1 homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Johnny SAIN gets his first strikeout of the game. 1 down here. And here comes big clue, Ted Kalowski. And Ted's batting .250 with 1 homer and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Sweeney at second. 43 and a 7. And that's going to be fielding column 2. And they'll get the runner out at second. And Ted will be down at first now on the force play at second. And 007 joins us here. And here comes Wally Post now with 2 outs and Ted down at first. Post only batting a .167. He's got 3 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Duffy in center, and that's going to be the end of the inning. The Reds leave 1. We go to the bottom of the first. Reds nothing. Braves coming to the plate with Duffy, Sweeney, and Aaron. And Hugh Duffy's batting .382. No homers and 5 RBIs going up against Blackwell. And this is his second game. He's 0-1 with an 8.53 ERA. You can see the team's records here. The Reds are 4-4. They've struck out 50 times, walked 28, have 21 doubles and 2 triples. The Braves are 5-4. They've struck out 37 times, walked 30 times, hit 25 doubles and 9 triples. Here's the pitch to Duffy. And that's going to be a fly ball out to his counterpart in center. Ed makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Bill Sweeney now. And Sweeney's batting .211. He's got a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Eddie at third. He fires across to Ted. That'll be out number 2. 2 up and 2 down now for Aaron. Hank Aaron's batting .294. 4 homers and 13 RBIs, leading the National League in both categories. And that ball is high. How far is that ball going to travel, folks? Not far enough. That ball bounces off the wall out there in deep right field. And Aaron just didn't quite get enough. He's standing down at second with a double. Now Eddie Matthews is up. Matthews is hitting .323. He's got 2 homers and 7 RBIs. Can he drive in Aaron with excellent speed down there at second? And that's going to be a base on balls. Blackwell now with 2 outs, getting in a jam here. And now you got Joe Adcock up. Can Joe deliver the big 2-out base hit and get the Braves on the board? Adcock's batting .391, 3 homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And he'll go the short way over to second. That'll end the inning. The Braves strand 2. We go to the top of the second, no score. You got Robinson, Bailey, and Fry due up here for the Reds. And Frank's batting .308 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Johnny SAIN. 1 up and 1 down. And you can see that the Reds have scored 41 runs, hit 11 homers, haven't stolen a base and haven't been caught. The Braves have scored 55 runs, hit 14 homers, and haven't stolen a base or been caught. Ed Bailey's now batting $133, no homers and an RBI. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Bailey's aboard here with 1 out. And Lonnie Fry's up now. Braves looking to turn 2 here with the catcher on at first. And here's the pitch to Fry. And that's a tailor-made double play down to Bancroft. He fires over to Sweeney, over to Joe. 6-4-3 double play. That ends the inning. To the bottom of the second we go. We got Holmes, Bancroft, and Cradle due up here. And Holmes is batting .304. No homers and 3 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Fry. He fires over to first. And that'll be out number 1. And Bancroft's up now. He's batting .233. No homers and 5 RBI. And that's a ground ball down the short. Max got that. And another out. Quick 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. See if Dale can get aboard here. Cradle was batting $190. No homers and 3 RBIs. And that's a swing and a miss. That's Blackwell's first strikeout. That ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves. To the third we go. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Reds. McMillan, Blackwell, and then the order turns over to Roush again. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bancroft. Mac grounds out to his counterpart for out number 1. And here comes Yule. Blackwood is 0 for 2 on the season. And he's going to be 0 for 3. That ball's hit down to Adcock. He'll take it himself. Step on the bag for out number 2. And back to Ed we go. Ed starts this game off with a single his first time up. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Duffy for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 goes the Reds. To the bottom of the third we go. We got SAIN, then back to Duffy and Sweeney. And Johnny is 0 for 1 this year. And he's going to be 0 for 2 as he lifts that ball in the shallow left field. Frank Robinson makes the catch. And that'll be out number 1. And now we got Duffy up now. See if Duffy can get something going. He flew out the center his first time up. And that's going to be against the 18. And that's going to be a nice play down at short by Mac. Just robbed Duff of a hit. That's a quick 2 outs. See if Mr. Sweeney can get something going here with 2 outs. Bill grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. You don't want to walk these guys in front of Aaron, Matthews, and Adcock. Here comes Hank. He just missed a home run his first time up. Runner down at first with great speed. And let's see here. Will Sweeney try to steal here? 22. And I think he is going to try to steal and get in scoring position for Hank. Here's the pitch. And he's in there safely. Sweeney steals a base. So Sweeney's now down at second with 2 outs for Hank Aaron, a single scoring. And here's the pitch. Aaron doubled his first time up. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the right field. Post got room out there, makes the catch. And that'll do it. The Braves strand Sweeney at second. To the top of the fourth we go. Still no score. We got Casco, Kozlowski, and Post due up here. Eddie struck out his first time up against Johnny SAIN. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Matthews. He fires over to Adcock for out number 1. Comes Big Clue up now. And Big Clue, he reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And that'll be a fly ball out to Aaron. He camps under it for out number 2. Here comes Wally Post. And Wally flew out to Duffy his first time up. And that's going to be another ground ball to Matthews. And another out. 1, 2, 3 goes the Reds. And we got him. Speaking of Matthews, he's due up first, followed by Adcock and Holmes. And Eddie walked his first time up. And not this time. That's a fly ball out the post in right field. And here comes Joe Adcock. See if Joe can get a 1-out rally started. Joe reached on the fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a rare play. 25 on a 37. 8, that's hit out the right field. And that's Post. And a 22 and a 2 should be fielding column 2. Fielding column 1. And that's going to be a nice play out there by Post. Robs Joe Adcock of a hit. The defense has showed up today, folks. That's 2 outs now. Brings up Tommy Holmes. See if Holmes can get aboard here. Holmes is batting .292. He grounded out to second his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Ed's got it. 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves again. To the top of the 5th we go. We got Robinson, Bailey, and Fry due up. Frank struck out his first time up. Not this time. My ball is high. That ball is far. That's a no doubt about her, folks. Frank Robinson hits a home run here in the top of the 5th to give the Reds a 1-0 lead. Now Ed Bailey's up with nobody on. And Bailey singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Hank's got this one. That'll be the first out of the 5th inning. And Lonnie Fry's up now. And Lonnie is 0 for 1. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. That's going to be a base hit. Aaron can't get to this one. It'll drop in front of him for a 1-out single. And McMillan's up now. And Mac is 0 for 1. He grounded out the short his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball. 16. That's going to be a pop-up down the 3rd. Eddie Matthews out in shallow left field makes the catch for out number 2. It's up to Blackwell to keep this inning alive. You'll ground it out the first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Aaron. But the Reds score 1 on the Frank Robinson homer. Lead this game 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th with the bottom part of the order due up. Bancroft, Cradell, and SAIN. And Dave's 0 for 1, grounded out to short. And that's going to be a fly ball again out the post. He's been busy today. 1 down. And Dale's up now. And Dale, he struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to McMillan at short. And that'll be 2 quick outs. And Johnny SAIN get something going here, folks. 2 down, nobody on for Johnny. He's 0 for 1, flew out the left. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That'll do it. The Braves go down in order. We go to the top of the 6th. Cincinnati 1, the Milwaukee Braves nothing. We got the top of the order due up here for the Reds. Rush, Kozlowski, Casco, and then Kolowski. And here's the pitch to Ed. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Ed's aboard with a leadoff single. And here comes the other Ed. Casco's up now. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out the third. And here's the pitch to Eddie. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Aaron for out number 1. Here comes Big Clue now. And Big Clue is 0 for 2. Reached on the fielder's choice and flew out. And that's going to be against the righty. We'll make him a 12. 12 on an 8. And that is going to be a base hit in the left field. And Ed's going to hold up at second. So now you got first and second with 1 out. And up to the plate's Wally Post now. And Wally's 0 for 2. He's flown out the center and grounded out the third. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. See if that's deep enough for the runner to tag up. Let's see here. We need to roll another die. 5, 43, 27. Let's see here. 27, 53 or lower. He'll tag up here and make it. If not, he'll be out a 53 or lower. And a 54. Aaron fires down the third. And Ed gets up popping mad. Says he got in under the tag. Matthews applies it. Says he's out of there, folks. Nice throw by Aaron, and Matthews with the nice tag. That's a double play. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 1-0. We got the top of the order due up here for the Bravos. Duffy, Sweeney, and Aaron. See if Duffy can get aboard here. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out the center and grounded out the short. And that's going to be a double in the right field. So Duffy's aboard here with a leadoff double. Maybe that throw, the third's going to unite these guys. Get them going. Sweeney's up now. He's walked and grounded out the third, and he's stolen the base. And that's going to be a 35 infield. What kind of infield you got? 8, 16, 26, 27, 31, 34. That'll be fielding column 2. That's going to be a foul ball. And Bailey takes the mask off, makes the catch for out number 1. So here comes Hank Aaron. Can Hank deliver here with Duffy down at second? We know the speed old Duffy's got. Here's the pitch to Hank. And that's going to be popped up Down the second, Fry makes the catch for out number 2. So it's all up to Eddie Matthews here to try to tie this game up. Maybe give the Braves a lead. Matthews is 0 for 1. He's walked and flown out the right. And that's going to be another base on balls. Pitching real careful to Matthews. And here comes Joe Adcock now. Again with first and second and 2 outs. Joe, one swing of the bat here. Give the Braves the lead. And that's a swing and a miss. He strikes out Adcock. The Braves strand 2 more. We go to the 7th. It's still 1-0 Cincinnati. We got Robinson, Bailey, and Fry due up here. Frank's got the only run of this game. He homered his last at bat. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's going to be 20. That'll be a 17. And that's a base hit. Frank Robinson's aboard with an infield hit. Leadoff batter aboard. And the catcher's up, Ed Bailey. Braves looking here. Looking here to turn 2. See what happens. Bailey's 1 for 2, singled and flew out the right. And that's going to be against a righty. That'll be an 8. And that was a 7. That's going to be a single in the right field. And with nobody out, Robinson's going to stop at second. So now you got first and second, nobody out for Lonnie Fry. That'll get the bullpen up. They can't afford to get down by much. They haven't cracked Blackwell yet. He's pitching the gem of a game, a 2-hit shutout. And Lonnie Fry's up. He's 1 for 2. He's grounded into a double play and singled. See if they can get another double play ball out of him. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 13. And that's going to be popped up down the short. Big first out as Bancroft goes out in the left field and makes the catch. Brings up McMillan up now. Now there's 1 down, runners on first and second. And Max 0 for 2, grounded out the short end, popped up the third. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. See if that's deep enough to get Frank over. They tested Aaron's arm once. Will they test it again? 41 and a 3 should be fielding column 1. And it is. Need to roll another die. And a 4. That'll be a 39. Add 6. 24. And with his speed, he's going to stay put. He's not going to get thrown out. So that's going to be 2 down now. And sure, here's the question. You got to love not having a DH, folks. Up by 1, runners on first and second. Do you pitch it for Blackwell? That is the question. See who they got on the bench here. You got Gus Bell, Jake Beckley, Gaddy Hatt, or the lefties, and Ivy Goodman. And I think they are going to pitch hit for him, try to get some runs here. Reds bullpen's not the greatest, so he's going to come out of the dugout. And it's going to be Jake Beckley's going to come out of the dugout. Pitch hit here for Blackwell. And Jake is batting .333. No homers and no RBIs. First and second and 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Jake. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on him. What does he do with this 2-0 pitch? And that's walking the hard way in Apba with 2 rolls of the dice. They walk Jake. Now there's a force at every base as Doug Hunt joins us. And that puts us back up to the top of the order and Ed Roush. Base is full of Reds. Robinson at third, Bailey at second, Beckley at first, and Ed at the plate. Ed's 2 for 3, having a damn good game. He's singled twice and flown out the center. Here's the pitch to him, and he gets a hold of this one, folks. That ball is deep. How far back is it? That'll be a 9 on a 5. And that ball is hitting the right field. That's going to bust this game wide open, folks. And that's going to clear the bases. No throw from Aaron. And that just turned this into a 4-0 ball game. Johnny SAIN gives up the 3-run double. It's supposed to be a 3-run double. Let's try this again. Double in the right. And that brings up Ed Kozlowski now with a runner down at second and 2 outs. And our big red machine is up 4-0. And Ed's 0 for 3. He struck out, grounded out, and flown out. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And with 2 outs, Ed probably going to score here, folks. Let's see here. 7 on a 1. That'll be a 52. And he's going to score with no throw. A single in the right field. And it is now 5-0 the Reds. And Big Clue comes up now with a runner down at first and still 2 outs. Johnny can't get this all important 3rd out. Clue is 1 for 3. He's reached on the fielder's choice, flown out and singled his last time up. And that'll do it. That's a ground ball down the 3rd. And Matthews will fire across the diamond the 1st. But the Reds score 4 and bust this game open. We go to the 7th inning stretch. You have Holmes, Bancroft, and Crowder will do up here. Let's see who's going to pitch here for the Reds. Let's see, you got the lefty, a switch hitter, and a righty. So they're probably going to bring in, and you got one lefty in the bullpen. Van Meer's going to come out and pitch. Van Meer's coming out to pitch. Say it's the only lefty they got in the pen. And Vandermeer has pitched in 2 games with no record. He's got a 10.8 ERA. He'll be facing Holmes, Bancroft, and Dale. Let's see if they're going to pitch hit here for him. And Wally Berger's going to come off the bench and stay in the game. He's going to pitch hit here for Holmes, and he'll play left field. So Wally grabs a bat. Face the lefty. And Wally is batting a .154. He has 2 home runs. His only 2 hits have been home runs. Here's the pitch to Wally. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Robinson goes back, but there's room. He makes the catch for out number 1. And that brings up Dave Bancroft. Dave's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out as Ken Castro joins us here. Here's the pitch to Bancroft. And that's going to be a ground ball down to his counterpart at short. And Roy muffs that one. That's going to be an E6. So Bancroft's aboard here with an error. And we'll have a pitch hitter coming up maybe. I don't know. We'll let Dale bat. Dale's going to bat. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out. 1 down, runner down at first with the pitch coming. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Frank Robinson for out number 2. And that'll be it for Johnny SAIN. I'll have a pitch hitter for him. Let's see, he's going to come off the bench here. And it looks like it's going to be Bob Elliott coming off the bench. Trying to keep this inning alive, get the Braves on the scoreboard, cut this lead down a little bit. And Elliott's 0 for 2 on the season. Let's see if Bob can get something going here. And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the Mac. He doesn't mess this one up. He fires over to first for the shore out. That'll end the inning. The error goes nowhere. And we go to the top of the 8th. It's still 5-0 Cincinnati. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch. You got the righty. Got 2 righties and then the lefties coming up. So righty's going to come out of the bullpen. Cool. How is your Phillies doing tonight? Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch. Braves bullpen isn't very deep either. And it looks like Lou Burdett's going to come out of the bullpen. Pitch here in relief. And you got Wally Berger in the game at left, and Lou Burdett. This will be his 4th appearance. He hasn't given up a run yet. No ERA. Let's see if he can hold it to a 5-run game here in the top of the 8th. He's got Post, Robinson, and Bailey due up. And that's not good. That's going to be a double in the right field for Wally Post, a leadoff double. Got the runner in scoring position. Crushing Cleveland. That's good to hear, buddy. Ken Castro says the Phillies are crushing the Indians. He ain't supposed to say that. The Guardians. And Frank Robinson's up now having a nice game. He struck out his first time up. Then he homered and singled after that. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's going to be a infield. Let's see what the infield's like. Sweeney's a 7, 12, 15, 24, 32. That'll be fielding column 2. That's going to be a foul out back behind the plate. And Dale takes the mask off, makes the catch for out number 1. That brings up Ed Bailey now. And Bailey's having a good game. He singled twice and flew out the right. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. 46. That should still be fielding column 1, I would think. And it is. And he's going to look the runner back to second, fire over to first for out number 2. So the leadoff double hasn't went anywhere yet. Here comes Lonnie Fry up now. 2 down and Post still down at second. Lonnie's grounded into a double play, singled and popped up the short. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And the runner was supposed to hold. So we'll get him back. And then ground out. So it was a ground ball down there. And then we're going to have the ground out the short to end the inning. And the Braves get out of that leadoff double with nobody scoring. To the bottom of the 8th we go. The top of the order due up here against Van Meer. And will he pitch? That's the question. You got all these righties coming up. Duffy, Sweeney, and Aaron. I think that's going to be it for him. Let's see who the Reds are going to go to here. Try to finish this game out. They're going to let Van Meer finish, try to get through this inning. He's due up second. So they're going to let him try to get through this. Any problems, and they're going to be a quick hook. Duffy's 1 for 3 with a double. He's flown out and grounded out the other 2 times up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Duffy out. That'll be out number 1. Here comes Sweeney up now. And Bill's 0 for 2. He walked and stole the base, grounded out the third, and popped up behind the plate. And he gets a hold of this one, Sweeney does. And that ball's hit into the gap in right field for a 1-out double as it splits him, rolls to the wall. And here comes Aaron up now with a runner down in scoring position. See if they can cut this lead down a little bit, give themselves a chance in the 9th. Aaron's 1 for 3 with a double. Flew out the right end, popped up the second. And that's going to be against the lefty. 11 on a 9. Yeah, 11 on a 9. And that's going to be a nice play down at third. And Eddie's going to look the runner back to second, fire over to first for out number 2. So it's up to Eddie Matthews here to get something across the plate here in the 8th with a 2-out hit. Matthews is 0 for 1. He's walked twice, flew out the right his other time up. And that's going to be popped up down the short. And Max waiting for it to come down, makes the catch. The Braves strand 1. We go to the top of the 9th. It's 5-0 Reds. Got McMillan, a pitch hitter for Van Meer. And back to the top of the order we go. And Mac, he's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, popped up, and flown out. And that's going to be against a 15. It's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Aaron makes the catch for out number 1. Have a pitch hitter here for Van Meer. And Freeman will come out of the bullpen, try to nail this game down. Put him there. And let's see who's going to come out. And Gus Bell comes out of the dugout, grabs a bat. He's going to pitch hit here for Van Meer. And Gus is batting 500. He's 2 for 4 on the year with an RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 2. He strikes out Gus. And Ed Roush comes up to the plate now with 2 down, nobody on. Ed's having a great game. He's 3 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Ed. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Lou. He fields it cleanly, fires over the Joe. And that'll end the inning as Aaron Reed joins us here. We go to the bottom of the ninth, and Aaron's going to like the score. It's 5-0 Cincinnati. We got Joe Adcock due up, followed by Berger and Bancroft. And Freeman will come in the game, try to close it out here. This is Freeman's second appearance of the year. He has no record with a 4.5 ERA. As you can see, the Reds are batting .216 on the season with an on-base percentage of only .281, slugging of .389, and an OPS of .671. The Braves are batting .262, on-base percentage of .317, slugging of .460. And an OPS of .777. Here's the pitch to Joe Adcock. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Robinson for out number 1. And here's Wally Berger now. Wally came into the game as a pitch hitter and stayed in to play left. He's 0 for 1. He flew out the left his only time up. And that's going to be a pop up down the second. And that'll be out number 2 as Fry makes the catch. The Braves down to the last out. And Bancroft's up. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, flown out, and reached on an error. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 31 on a 10 should be fielding column 1. That's for sure. And that's going to be a nice play down there this time by Mack. Gets up, fires over to first, and that's going to end the ball game, folks. The Reds shutout, Braves 5-0. And let's take a look here at the box score. And yeah, he's a starting pitcher for him, I believe. Nope, he might be in the bullpen. Let's see here. Where's the box score at? There we go. The Braves. And the Reds, 5 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. The Braves with no runs on only 3 hits and no errors. Ed Rush, 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. You had Frank Robinson, 2 for 4. You had Ed Bailey, 2 for 4. The Reds were 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Frank Robinson with the homer, and Ed with that 3 RBI double. The top of the order had all the hits. Duffy, Sweeney, and Aaron, 1 apiece. Braves just couldn't get anything going. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, left 7 men on. Blackwell picks up the win. 6 innings, 2 hits. Didn't give up a run, walked 3, and struck out 2. Van Meer comes in, pitches 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Freeman comes in, closes the door in the 9th. Johnny SAIN goes to 0-2. 7 innings, 10 hits, 5 runs, walked 1, struck out 2, and gave up the homer. Lou comes in, pitches 2 innings of 1 hit, and struck out 1. That'll drop the Braves back in the 2nd place. Let's take a look at the standings here. So in the National League, you got the Pirates now in first place, and the Reds move into second, just a half a game behind them. And now you got the Giants, Cubs, and Braves all tied up one game behind. In the rest of the league, the Dodgers, Cardinals, and Phillies are a game and a half back. And Ed Rush for the Reds is now leading the National League with a 406 batting average. Hank Aaron still with 4 homers and 13 RBIs leading the National League. And Bucky Walters with a 0.56 ERAs leading the National League. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitchers tied with 2 wins apiece. 2 pitchers with 2 saves. Ed Delaney still leading in the MVP voting for the National League, and Vance still leading in the Best Pitcher award. Alrighty, let's see what the next matchup will be. It'll be Derringer going up against Kid Nichols here in Milwaukee. That'll be the next game on the channel. Yeah, this one definitely belonged to the Reds. It was a close game until that damn 7th inning. Alrighty, folks. Like I say, the next game will be these Reds against the Braves. Until next time, you all have a great afternoon or evening. I want to thank Aaron Reed, Ken Castro, and Doug Hunt and 007 for coming out and watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, take care.